أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So I seek refuge from Shaitan, the accursed, and I begin this video with the name of Allah, the most kind, the most compassionate. So this is a simple message to the FBI. If you and this is a simple message to the FBI and the DOJ and the US government. So it's a simple message. It's to the FBI, it's to the DOJ, and it is to the US government. If you fail to address psychopathy and the tribalistic scapegoating that people like me are suffering all across the United States at the hand of 2 to 4% of the psychopathic, sociopathic, narcissistic population of the United States because of the loss of virtue over the last 300 years, and due to the shamelessness and the immorality and the unethical nature of present day pagan American culture. If you refuse to address the psychopathic torture, the sadistic domination, the micromanagement, the exertion of ownership over another person, the crypto slavery that is occurring both in people who have been in the United States for multiple generations and amongst people who are newly immigrant from Eastern cultures. If you fail to address psychopathy, revolution is necessary. If you fail to address psychopathy, revolution is necessary. If the US government fails to address psychopathic behavior, sociopathic behavior, and not after Congress passes a law, immediately through the institution of common law grand juries, immediately through the creative application of existent law. We don't have time for Congress to do whatever it's going to do. The government must act immediately, recognize the inherent injustice, tyranny, and wrong of psychopathic, sociopathic, and malignantly narcissistic psychology, character, and behavior and strategy over time. Recognize that this type of malicious strategic behavior is destroying, is devastating the lives of American citizens, and it must prevent tribalistic scapegoating, Pharisaic crucifixion, and sadistic torture, and it must prevent genocidal tribalism that occurs in immigrant communities against people who challenge the norms that are inherently unjust and should be abandoned upon entry to the United States, because the whole purpose for coming to the United States is to live in a more just and liberated society, to be more liberated, to be more justified. Again, I'm saying this, that if the US government fails to address immediately, in my case and in every case, the phenomena of psychopathy, sociopathy, malignant narcissism, then the Second American Revolution is nigh, and it is necessary, according to the thought of Thomas Jefferson and John Locke, if tyranny prevails and that the existing government will not fulfill its purpose for preventing, deterring, and eliminating that tyranny from society, then it has lost all legitimacy, it has lost all mandate as a republic. People may still vote, it may still have democratic legitimacy, but as a republic, if it allows one person to suffer tyranny and willfully fails or willfully ignores that tyranny, willfully fails to address the suffering caused by that tyranny, then it is no longer legitimate as a republic. I repeat, it might be legitimate as a democracy, but it is not legitimate as a republic. And just to clarify my own identity, because being a Muslim and being a religious Muslim and an Islamist and all that type of stuff, all this type of thought can be dangerous. So I believe that as a Muslim American, I am twice liberated and twice justified. I believe I'm twice liberated and twice justified. The second caliph said this when he sent the armies against Persia. He said, we have come to bring men out of the bondage of men and bring them into the bondage of God. And if you understand anything about Islam, you understand that human nature was meant to be in bondage to our Creator, and therefore, to be in bondage to our Creator is accord with our nature, is our happiness, is liberation. Right? So I'm twice liberated and then twice justified, meaning that the prostration in Islam is the supreme, foundational, original act of justice. That's why Christ prostrated to his Creator. That is why Moses prostrated to his Creator, why Adam prostrated to his Creator. That when we do justice by the Creator by prostrating to him, then inherently uh, doing justice or fulfilling the rights of everything upon us, doing our duty to everything becomes easeful because we have fulfilled the primary and supreme duty to our Creator, right? So, as an American, I believe myself to be twice liberated and twice justified as a Muslim American. And what I'm asking you, again, not asking, as a sovereign, as a co equal sovereign over the US government, as one of the people, I am demanding and I am commanding that the US government address psychopathy, sociopathy, malignant narcissism, and the FBI immediately bring investigation against the crypto-fascist state and the crypto-fascist chain of command and the crypto-fascist order that tyrannized my mother and tyrannized me for the last 40 years. I demand this. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.